Hi guys, my name is Lori and welcome to the Icing Artist. So today we're going to be doing a sprinkle cake. Now I've already baked my cake and I divided it into two. So I'm just going to take off the top layer and then fill it with some buttercream icing. Now I'm not going to stop there. I decided I wanted some sprinkles in the middle, but so they didn't kind of seep out, I'm just going to pipe a little border going around it like this. And then fill my sprinkles in the inside. Just something special when you go to cut the cake. Then I can just put the top layer back onto it, and I'm just going to squeeze it down just to let out some of the excess icing. Now I'm going to ice my cake using some buttercream icing and a large bag. I'm just going to ice the sides of it and then the top of it. For all of my recipes, you can go to theicingartist.com. I have free printable versions there. As well as if you'd like to see how to properly ice a cake and how to smooth it out nicely, I have done a full video here, so you can click here for that. I go over a lot more tips and tricks in that video. So I'm just using my spatula to roughly smooth out my cake, and then a piece of paper towel just to smooth out the top of it. You don't need to let your icing crust to do this, you can do it right away. I'm going to smooth out the top and then the sides. Now I'm using some piping jelly or gel paste. Except it's a little bit too thick, so I'm using some water and I'm just going to water it down and make sure the water is nicely incorporated, and so I have a nice thin consistency. Now I'm going to take a large brush and I'm just going to do a nice thin layer over the whole cake. So put a little bit on the brush and then go around the whole cake, just kind of doing a nice thin layer. You don't want too much, otherwise then it's going to leave big drips on your cake. But this is going to help all of our sprinkles stick to the cake. Once the sides are done, you can do the top. Then I'm just going to take a piece of paper towel and dry off the cake board. And then while it's nice and wet, I'm going to start putting the sprinkles on the cake. So I'm just taking little handfuls like this. I'm just starting at the bottom and working my way up to the top. And you're not really throwing them on or pushing them on, you're just really kind of letting the sprinkles fall onto the side of the cake. Just a nice big handful, starting at the bottom and kind of working your way up to the top just like that. And then of course you can take handfuls from the bowl that is kind of holding underneath the cake. I'd highly recommend doing this over a bowl, otherwise you're going to have a big sprinkly mess. And I'm just going to kind of lightly put them on the corner of the cake. And then all over the top. Don't worry if you have too much there, we just want to really cover every square inch of this cake, and then we can wipe off some of the excess later. Once your cake is fully covered in sprinkles, just take your hand very lightly and brush some of that excess off. You can also brush off the excess off the cake board and take a little bit more gel paste and touch up any of those little bald spots. And for the border of my cake, I'm just going to wrap it in ribbon. So I'm going to wrap that loosely around my cake just to properly see what size I need to cut it to. Now I'm using purple ribbon, but of course you could use any color ribbon you like, but I thought the purple looked really nice with this. I'm going to pipe on a little dab of buttercream icing to stick my ribbon to the cake. Then I'm going to take a pin and then put that right through my ribbon and right through into the cake, and that's going to hold my ribbon right in place as I'm wrapping it around the cake, otherwise it slides around a lot. Another dab of icing, and I can push my ribbon in, and then make sure you don't forget to pull out that pin. Now for my bow, I've just taken this little twist tie and I've made a really pretty little bow there. I'm going to wrap that around my bow and then twist the back of it. And then I'm going to cover up the twist tie just with another little piece of ribbon. Just like that over the front of it, and then cut off the ends. Now that bow is perfectly good to stick right into your cake, and that'll hold it nice in place. And slide that right in there where you had the seam. And your sprinkle cake is all done and ready to be cut.
I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love this cake. I love how colorful it is. I love how much fun it is. It is so easy to make too. That's the best part. A lot of cakes are really beautiful and fun, but they're so time consuming. This one is so easy. So I hope you guys have as much fun making it as I did, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to head on over there because I do have new videos every week, and I've got loads and loads and loads. I've got hundreds of videos there, so you're definitely going to want to check some of them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.